What's up guys, Max here, back with some Street Fighter V news that's pretty important, especially if you're looking to the after launch of Street Fighter V, where we're going to be getting all those new characters. There's been some pretty significant stuff that's been happening over the past few days in regards to the new characters that could be appearing in the first one that's going to be showing up. Even recently, the Capcom guys have come on record in saying that within the first month of the game, there is going to be the first character that will be available as the DLC fighter. Now, just to reiterate, these DLC fighters don't cost anything. If you purchase Street Fighter V, they are free of charge, but they do cost in-game currency of some kind to acquire. So if you want to get them immediately, you will have to either grind something or build levels or get fight money, something along those lines, in order to unlock these characters. But it's only going to be one at a time. There is going to be a season pass that will unlock everything immediately if you want to do that. And most likely I'll be ending up having to buy that thing just to have you guys to see what it is immediately as it comes out. But for everybody else, you don't have to buy them, which is very refreshing, and it's a good way to go about releasing characters that if you don't want to, you absolutely don't have to. But the thing is, who is this first character going to be? Of course, we all know the 6 characters that are going to be coming out within that time period of Street Fighter V's first, season of characters. Although there was some information that dropped in some leaks that people at Capcom were showing off to some higher level players a single DLC character that was only playable at Capcom Cup. This was not on the show floor, but people reported that they were playing as one character that was ready and mostly playable, like in a near finished state, and this character was Balrog the Boxer. Now, this is going to be kind of interesting because there has been a big change in Street Fighter V to kind of heavily adjust charge mechanic characters, because over time, a casual crowd really doesn't play many charge characters for whatever reason. They're really not difficult to play, and a lot of charge characters got big, heavy adjustments in Street Fighter V. We already saw Nash got a complete redesign into a not charge character. I'm only very curious what Guile is going to end up being like later down the line, but many characters in the game that were charge characters before completely now have some non-charge moves, and you don't have to completely dedicate to being a charge style character. Of course, we know Chun, Bison, they still have their stuff. Nikali also has a charge move. But to what degree are the changes going to be applied towards Boxer, which is really a charge character? I mean, you have to hold buttons down to charge to launch a move. You have to charge back to forward. You have to charge down to up. He was all about charge, and that's kind of like he designed the rush punch style. Like, Balrog is that character. He's never been that interesting of a character that I'd ever really want to play, but since he's been copied so much over time, are they going to do something to him? And I do think they will. Seeing how they changed many characters in Street Fighter V already, and they've either evolved them or devolved them in some way to make them either more accessible or more interesting. Balrog's definitely going to be one of those, and I'm not even talking about his physical look, I mean just in terms of his gameplay. I wouldn't be surprised if he is going to have other moves that are regular motions and not dedicated to only charge. And I do hope this actually happens, because there's a chance that you might interest me in playing Balrog as a character, which would be very difficult to do. We already have one small glimpse of him on the stage that we saw for Fang already. He's in the background with the other 3 kings, making the 4 kings of Shadowloo. So we already know that he's going to look pretty much like Balrog. But how are they going to change his design? Is he going to get a gun like TJ Combo got in Killer Instinct 2? Nobody freaking knows right now. But I do hope that we do see a change to his overall gameplay mechanics, where he isn't just like the rush punch, the headbutt, holding down punches or kicks, etc., like the usual Balrog stuff. I'm kind of curious to see where they go with him in different directions, as I really do think that is going to happen. There will be future DLC characters down the line, but they're going to be spread out across the span of pretty much a year, leading up into February 2017. And at that point, we're going to have all 6 characters for Street Fighter V. I'm thinking that the next one after Balrog is most likely going to be a heavily fan-requested one, either Urien or Alex, but we don't know right now. We'll find out more very soon. This is an interesting development, and there also has been more developments of characters that will not be making appearances in Street Fighter V unless there is heavy fan demand. Kind of similar to the situation we just had and talked about with Sagat. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching. Thank you for hanging out. My name is Max, and I'll be back with more Street Fighter V news, gameplay, and information as soon as possible. Take care, dudes, and I'll see you next time.